we're not a thing.
Lion, walking in the living room, I called out the name of the girl who was laying cozily on the couch. Her back facing the couch backrest, head resting on the armrest, and from the left hand she was caressing Bam, who was laying beside her. My call got unheard by her means that she is lost in the world of her thoughts. I love her face when she gets lost in her thinking. The face she made that time is too cute. Her doe eyes falling with innocence, cute little pout on her lips that take me all to not to in depth her innocence of her. Shaking my head, I retrieved my mind from those unholy thoughts, but still, she is doing something to me. Even I had encountered with many women and slept with them when I was 20. My dad had put responsibilities more than I could handle, or maybe I could, but I never had any support that led me to in depression. Obviously, my parents were unaware about that. Let alone this, they didn't even know I existed until and unless they had some sort of work from me. Due to antidepressants, I had low drive. Well, later then, I don't know why, but I started finding that disgusting. I eventually left that habit 3 years ago, and I don't regret, obviously. Despite the fact I have slept with girls before, but I never witnessed any girl innocent and pure like her, and that's the reason she's making me insane. It's only been 1.5 months to Ryan, and I don't know what to call this thing between us. My feelings for her has been developing. The feeling that was poured into me once before meeting Ryan. Never in a million years I thought I'll ever fall for Ryan or any other girl. My life was colorless until I met Ryan. Indeed, I wanted Ryan back in my life. I wanted to meet her and I was determined to keep her in my life. But the part where I would feel weird sensations in my body, those butterflies whenever I got close to her, never included. Hey, why you did Jungkook? A chuckle crawled up from my throat after hearing her win. Finally, I'm accomplishing my mission, the mission to get her attention. That was occupied by none other than the TV placed across her, so instead of calling her again and again, I directly turned off the source that was keeping her attention away from me. That's enough of your screen time, I rasped in fake stern voice while marching towards her, who now was sitting on the sofa with a pout on her lips, on which I placed my lips without wasting a second. Stop pecking my lips every time. It's only been half an hour I'm watching TV. Whatever, but I can't stop. They're too much addictive. I dropped myself beside her and signaled Bam to leave. Anyway, how was your work? She faced me while speaking, but her words halted in mid when her eyes dropped down on my upper body that was visible due to white shirt which was soaking in my sweat after working out in my personal gym. A while ago she was busy in arguing over her TV time that it got unnoticed by her until now. Yeah, you dirty, why you didn't take a shower yet? Sweaty, ew. Come on, you like to sweat at me once, I'll be doing other things to you. I whispered in her ear while my nose tip was slightly nuzzling on her knee. She was stunned at my action, but my words made her more stunned, as she gasped. After realizing the meaning behind them and slightly pushed me away from her, as I did while chuckling at her flush. Oh, that day when we shared our first kiss, I still didn't forget that. Even it's been a month, and I think I'll not forget even in future. That feeling was amazing. Those bars in my body lighted up, just like everyone desired to have their first kiss special and beautiful. So there was me too. Oh well, not that I ever hoped that I would ever kiss any girl. Wine, she changed everything. Me. Later that night when she got a call, she seemed to more like panic and confused. I asked about that, but she shrugged it, saying it was a wrong number. I nodded affirmatively, even my mindset wasn't satisfied, and I knew she was hiding something. But I let it slide, thinking she'll tell me once she'll be comfortable. We chatted a bit until Olivia's arrival. Well, I offered her a ride, but she refused, saying Olivia is on her way to pick her up. During this month, she often visited me. I do have a busy schedule, but still I called her to visit me after ending her work, and she gladly did. 2 weeks ago, she came to spend her Saturday as usual, but after doing dinner, we had some drinks, and she, having low alcohol tolerance, ended up sleeping here in my bedroom beside me. The next day, at her departure, I asked her to sleep over at my mansion on weekends. She accepted. She spent the last weekend at this one with me. I snapped out of my thoughts and looked at her, who was still having a disgusting expression, but I decided to tease her more, and with that in my mind, I moved forward. And what if I don't? Don't come close. Before she could complete, I caged her in my arms, her face buried on my chest as she wiggled and yelled, but that came out muffled. Not so later, I released her from my hold and backed away a little from her, who was now breathing heavily while eyes glaring at me. I know she'll take her revenge, but I was smart enough to run away before the pillow could touch me. That was thrown in my direction from her. Yeah, what do you think? She'll stay with me even after knowing that behind her parents was my father? I can't tell her that. For the first time in my 25 years life, I'm feeling scared to let her go. I'm feeling weak. Cook. Oh shoot, did she? No, please, not now. I'll go. Young, I'll talk to you later. I cut the call with my sweaty hands as the stab was approaching me from behind. I'm not ready, please. Praying, I turned to face her. Sorry, I disturbed you. I'll be right back. After seeing me with the phone, she was about to return, but I held her wrist. You didn't. She faced me again with her beaming smile. Thank God she didn't hear that. Unwantedly, I heard he called hand to the person. Was that Namjoon? Yeah, he was ranting about his hectic schedule and so on. Oh, poor boy. He didn't even meet me before leaving for Mexico. Neither he texted me or so. I'm upset with him and I'll not talk to him. Tell him, yeah? She pointed her finger at me with her little angry paw that earned a snicker from me. Namjoon is in Mexico to make a deal with the gang, but we told Mayan otherwise. That he was there to make business deal, not a complete lie, but still a lie. I'm the man who hates lies and liars, but now here I am, liar. But everything is fair in love and war, right? I wrapped my arms around her tiny waist, just see her bewildered face. Oh, this girl is making me insane. Everything gets blurred when she's got close to me, our nose touching each other. Why do you seek attention from other men when your man is here? Three soft giggles erupted from her mouth as she snagged her arm around my neck. You're sounding like possessive boyfriend. So I am, aren't I? She choked on her and eyes widened while her cheeks painted in red. A little doubt was lingering in me. What if she said no? But I played cool. Yeah, you are. Her red cheeks puffed out due to her giddy smile as I took a breath of relief before pressing my lips over hers, to which she responded quickly. Not that I'm shocked, but that was unexpected. You should confess me properly. With a pout on her lips, she hit her fist on my leg. That felt like nothing. Don't worry, I'll make up to you once I'll be back. Back? What do you mean? Where are you going? With confusion on her face, she took back her hands from my neck. Darn, I forgot to tell you. Namjoon is needing me there in Mexico. I told her that he's my partner in business, and yeah, he is, but in gang too. Most of missions I hand over to him, but sometimes when things go overboard, then my involvement is needed, and same thing is happening now. Is everything okay? And when you'll be back? The other company is creating chaos, and I need to be there. And don't worry, I'll be back after 1 week. I wish I could tell her the truth, but I'm scared to lose her. I know how much she gets terrified by just listening about this thing. She can't even watch in movies, and let alone the fact that she would stay with me after knowing the truth about me. She'll leave me. I can't imagine myself without her, even if I call selfish, but I don't care. I'll tell her once I'll find the perfect time, but it's not now, obviously. Don't forget me after reaching there, okay? Keep in contact with me. Don't dare to let any girl close to you. Arista? She scolded me like my. No, not my mother. My mother isn't like other mothers. She doesn't care about me. I'm so happy to have a person like mine beside me. She cares about me. She told me to eat, sleep, and don't overwork, don't be stressed, and so on, while I was just nodding my head at her commands. If this Jungkook was from 3 months ago, then I would shout on the person's face saying, even now I do the same if there was someone else other than Ryan, but I don't let them stand in front of me, exception Namjoon Hyang. Cool down, my lady, I'll be in contact with you. That's like my good boy, but hey, you said you'd make up to me. How? Well, I wanted to surprise, but let me tell you, I planned a vacation for us. Once I'll be back, we'll go, but I'm not telling you the place. What? For you? Yeah, but tell me the place. I have to shop according to the place. No, sweetie, but let me give you a hint. It's a beach place. Chirping in happiness, she jumped on me, giving me a tight hug. You're the best cook. You know, I learned to make cookies. Wait, I'll bring them. Jumping off from me, she ran out. Sometimes she acts so childish, obviously in a positive way. I can see tear in her eyes when she would get to know the truth behind her parents' death. How can I tell her that the person who wanted help was my father? Her parents lost their lives while saving my father.